Oh,
It's time to talk movies, you know?
This movie doesn't need any talking.
I don't know what I'm going to... It doesn't. It doesn't.
This movie, it made it for no money at all, and it's a big, giant hit out there, and that's what we're talking about today. People are still trying to go out there and see it. It's called Neighbors.
Just wanted to say welcome to the hood.
You're welcome.
Also, if you could maybe just...
Keep it down.
Anyway.
Make sure if we're too noisy, call me first. Don't call the cops.
Okay.
Okay.
I'll go tell them to...
Yeah. Are you ready for a show?
I think the frat broke into the car and stole all the airbags.
So weird.
Why would they just break in and steal the airbags?
I don't know. We should follow police. Delta Psi has the upper hand.
That's a pretty fresh stunt. I've never seen that stunt before, ever, and you see a bunch of things in this movie you've never seen before. And what's interesting about this movie is it didn't cost a lot of money to make it all. It's all about crazy ideas, impromptu things that they just deal with a great cast. So when I talked to Seth and Rose Byrne, who's never done a movie like this before, they're really surprised that this thing is a home run.
We had no idea, honestly. We made it, pretty fast and inexpensively, and it was not, from its, when we went into production, it wasn't like it's one of the smallest budget movies we've made in the last few years. Like it wasn't really one of these movies that was set up to be like a big giant thing, which is why they let us do whatever we wanted, which is probably why it's funny. But no, it's honestly, we didn't expect people to be as excited about it as they seem to be. It's nice that they are.
I'd never done anything like it before. I'd usually play more of a buttoned-up type, loose
You got a button in this one.
character, and this was the first time really since getting to the Greek that I got to do someone far more irresponsible and outlandish and irreverent and slightly heightened. So that was fun and scary. I hadn't done it for a while.
Does this feel like it was something a little different for you too?
A little bit. I think our dynamic, honestly, was the most different. I've played a lot of guys who don't want to grow up and do a lot of, drugs and stuff like that. But I've never played a guy who's like in a healthy relationship before, honestly. And so that was really fun.
Okay, and of course this movie has a lot of that kind of sophomoric sexual humor, talking about body parts and that kind of thing. So I talked to Christopher Mintz-Plasse and Gerard Carmichael, and this is what they had to say about that. Watch out.
We're very proud of it.
You sound very convincing.
Yeah, we are. We're very proud of it.
I have about 8 deleted scenes with more of my in it, so just get excited about that.
Yeah, if your son and his friends want like a...
And I show my butt twice on the deleted scenes too, so they're gonna eat it up.
Hey, there you
Not
go.
the-
How
not
about
the
that?
butt,
Wow,
the scenes.
there it is.
Hey, there are definitely enough things in this to offend you in a way that you're like, oh my goodness, I can't believe I saw that. Or I've never seen anything like that before, that kind of stuff. So it's a lot of fun.
I'm excited to see it. I think it's going to be a great movie.
Zac Efron and Dave Franco are in this thing too, and I was thinking like this thing, it reminds you a little bit like of a modern day Animal House kind of thing. This is what they had to say.
We thought about how no one had really quite done anything like it since. Yeah.
Other than Old School. Old School's the
Other
only
Old
one that's
School.
gotten it kind of close, yeah. Which Old School is incredible.
Yeah, we love Old School too. And it was sort of different. I mean, the cool part, the thing that I'm most proud of, I think, in the film is that initially the fraternity was really portrayed extremely negatively.
Yeah.
And by the end of the movie that comes out, I think you see sort of a more sensitive side of the fraternity. And it's they're kind of good guys.
There's an arc to all those characters.
There's an arc to those characters.
Do you find yourself rooting for us at the end?
Yeah, you
I don't like that hesitation. I don't like the inflection in that. Yeah.
Well, I'm going like, well, I felt for this guy a little bit, and I respected you.
Okay.
Yeah.
So how's that? Did I do it right?
Yes, that makes.
Yeah, there you go.
checks.
So he calls me out. I sort of like that. He says, like, what? I don't know if I like that reaction. I got to tell you what, the reaction to this movie is unbelievable. Bumped off Spider-Man last week. This movie cost, I think, somewhere in the vicinity of $25 million, which is not a lot in movie money, and it's racing toward $100 million. So here's a movie they said, hey, go out and make a crazy movie. They made a crazy movie, and people are loving it.